So, friends, in continuation to change our attitude and change our life series, we are I have come here with the second lecture or second topic that is based on that we are human magnet. There is one famous saying by Mr. Henry Ford: whether you think you can or you think you cannot, you are right. What is the key to success? Why do some people succeed whilst others fail? Earl Nightingale, the great success writer, broadcaster, speaker, addressed this issue in the famous recorded message entitled The Strangest Secret. In this program, he identified the key to success is in just 6 words. Of course, he went on to explain it in more details, but the foundation of his success secret is only in 6 words. The 6 words are: we become what we think about. On our gut level, does that make any sense to us? In his research on the subject, Nightingale found that all of the great writers, philosophers, and religious leaders have agreed on one thought: determine our actions. Here are the observations of the few great thinkers on this very point. Napoleon Hill said, "What the mind can conceive and believe, the mind can achieve. Nurture your mind with the great thoughts." That was said by Benjamin Disraeli. The Bible contains the numerous references of thinking, including those: according to your faith be it unto you, as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. If you can believe, all things are possible. Ralph Waldo Emerson put in this way: a man is what he thinks about all day long. Robert Khalifa offered this insight: there is nothing on earth you cannot have once you have mentally accepted the fact that you can have it. And finally, there are well-known words of the Henry Ford, who said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you are right. Okay, we said that we become what we think about, but how does it work? If you constantly think about a particular goal, then you will take steps to move towards the goal. Let's say that someone whom we call Fred thinking thinks he is capable of earning $30,000 per year. Like a human magnet, Fred will attract those employment opportunities that will move him in that direction. As long as Fred clings on the thoughts, he will reach his goal of earning $30,000 per year. Now, what if Fred begins to think he would like to earn more money to meet the growing needs of the family? I want to earn $50,000 per year. Will Fred become Fred's income increase? It depends on just how strong the Fred's belief that he can earn $50,000 per year. It is quite possible that Fred would like to earn $50,000 per, but he doesn't believe that he is really capable of earning the amount. In that case, Fred will not reach his income goal $50,000. If one of the other hand, Fred continually thinking about the earning the higher income and believe in his ability to achieve that goal, he will in fact increase his income to $50,000. As we might expect, that concept is not limited to monetary goals. Suppose you are shooting around a 95 on the golf course right now. By concentrating on bringing that score down to 85, and by truly believing in your ability to do so, you will begin to take steps to move towards that goal. You may take lessons, you may practice more, but in the end, you will bring your score down and reach your objectives. The second principle is dominant thoughts rule of the day. The idea that we become what we think about has also been expressed as a law of dominant thought. This means that there is a power within each of us that people us in direction that propels in the direction of our current dominant thoughts. The key word here is dominant. You cannot expect a positive result when you spend 10 seconds a day thinking positively and remaining 16 waking hours dwelling on the negative outcomes. Here, the bottom line: a little positive thinking does not produce positive results, just like a bit of diet doesn't work. It is like trying to lose weight by eating a healthy, low calorie breakfast and then pigging out on cake and ice cream for the rest of the day. The same is true for exercise. You cannot do few minutes of exercise once a week and expect a physically fit. Look at the positive thinking in the same way. A little bit just does not get the job done. Instead, you must take control of your mental activity, thinking positively throughout the day, each and every moment until it becomes a habit. Remember, it has to be your dominant thought pattern. Take a moment to consider your dominant thoughts in the major area of your life. Are they serving you or holding you back? You must recognize this concept. Attitude adjustments leads to attitude adjustment leads to real estate ownership. There is one more saying that they can become because they think they can. Now there is little difference between attitude versus action. It has been taking a long time to thinking about, and you might be wondering where the action fits in the process. It is true that we do not get results without actions, but recognize that thought precedes action. I always knew that actions that I would have taken to buy the investment properties contract were our dominant belief is that we can achieve our goal, or we can begin the taking actions necessary to move in that direction. Now, principle number three, it is our circumstances reflect what we have been thinking about. Face this fact: your belief about brought you here, brought to where, or brought you today, and your thinking from this point forward will take you where you will be in the future. In fact, your results in every area of your life reflect your deeply held thoughts about yourself. Consider your finance. What are your beliefs in that area? Are you constantly thinking about not having enough money? Dwell on the thought a lack of funds and you block the flow of the money to you. And then there is a matter of relationship. If you think that you do not deserve much, you attract friends and partners into your life who won't treat you very well. It will be bet I will bet you know someone who always seems to be go out with the wrong person. In fact, in last 29 people they have gone out with one wrong of them. Do you think this is mere coincidence or no? There is a deeply held belief inside that individual that attracts these type of people into his or her life. And whether we are talking about finance, relationship, or career, and the fact remains same. If your thoughts do not change, your results won't change. Change your thinking. Fortunately, there is exciting news. We can change our thoughts, thereby changing our results. Here is how. For starters, become aware of what you say to yourself all the day. Each of us has an internal voice. In other words, we talk to ourselves. Too often, however, we say is negative, critical, and self limiting. Perhaps you find yourself, I cannot do this, or always I mess up the things. These thoughts work against you. Instead, repeat to yourself you can will accomplish your goals. As we all discuss more fully in the previous lecture also. For example, you do put yourself down or talk about the things you could never have or achieve. Your mind hears every words of your speak, and like a magnet, you will ultimately attract the event and circumstances that correspond to your dominant belief. So make sure to use positive words about yourself and your goals. Repetition is the key here, my friends. Here are the two more actions to help you to become more positive and get results you want. Every day, read some positive, uplifting literatures. Find 15 to 30 minutes of your morning to do this, and it also a good idea to do reading right before the bed. There is literally thousands of motivational books and articles. Choose from, read whatever you speaks to you. It could be Bible, it could be other spiritual material, or perhaps inspiring biography. You will find a wide selection of the success books in the psychology and self-improvement sections of your bookstore or library. So check them out. Now, step number two, every day listen to motivational audio programs. You can listen to them in your car while commuting at home or during your exercise routines. They can be repetitions. When you hear these messages over and over, they become part of you and you begin to implement them to improve your life. They will get you thinking about your attitude and other success principles on daily basis. Of course, audio program are not substitute to actions. It is up to you to put these ideas to work. Nobody succeeds beyond his or her wildest expectation unless he or she begins with some wild expectations. That is a saying by Ralph Charles. So if you read something positive and listen to motivational audio program every day, it will make a phenomenal difference in your life. I can tell you from personal experience that these techniques work if you have a discipline to stick with them. The lesson I have learned in this: change your thinking and you change your life. You will become what you think about. Don't count on overnight success. Before concluding, I would like to clarify the few things about the positive thinking and the power of our thoughts. First of all, positive thinking does not mean that you will achieve your goals overnight. It is not as you start thinking about making more money and the next morning you wake up and find a stock of dollars bills at your bedside. Not by long shot. Success requires efforts, commitments, and patience. Secondly, positive thinking does not mean you won't have any more problems. Believe me, you will have plenty of setbacks along the way. However, if you continue to believe in yourself, take actions, and persist, you will overcome those obstacles. Remember, you are constantly moving in the direction of your dominant thoughts. Everything you achieve in your life flows from your thoughts and beliefs. Negative thinking yields negative results, and positive thinking produces positive results. Keep your attitude window clean and bring so that positive thoughts can come shining throughout. It simply makes no sense to think negative thoughts unless you want to get negative results. And I know you won't you don't want to that to happen. So from this point forward, choose your thoughts wisely and use powerful principles to get fantastic results in your life. Thank you very much, friends.